Hey Aquarius, welcome to Sikiksyd. I'm a psychic, shaman, medium, seer. I connect to deceased loved ones, spirit guides, ancestors, archangels of the light. If you're interested in my services, those are linked down below in the description box. You can call in your deceased loved ones, spirit guides, ancestors, archangels of the light for a sign, signal, symbol, synchronicity that this reading is for you. And if you are not an Aquarius, you can look at your Uranus. All right, and that's how you can see where you resonate with the reading. All right. Today I'll be modeling with Pompeii. I've been modeling with Pompeii since May of 2019. And they always exceed my expectations. So go check them out. Go check them out. Go check them out. All right. So let's get into your reading. My discount code is linked down below. Go check them out. Go check them out. All right. So check your Uranus. Where do you have Aquarius in your astrological chart? Whether you're new or old to the channel, if you like the content I create, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. Alright, Aquarius. Aquarius. What is the future situation that Aquarius will be dealing with? What is the future situation that Aquarius will be dealing with? What is the future situation that Aquarius will be dealing with? What is the future situation that Aquarius will be dealing with? What is the future situation that Aquarius will be dealing with? You have triggered and surrender. So you could be dealing, who else had this? Someone else had triggered. I think Ophiuchus had this. Ophiuchus had triggered. All right. Bang, 16, so Aries, Scorpio. Some of you guys are dealing with a Gemini, a Libra, a Virgo, a Scorpio, Taurus, Capricorn, Pisces, Aries, okay, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, all right? Surrender. The number 7. So 16 plus 7 equals 23, breaking down to a 5. So this could be about commitment, constitution, institution, foundation, church, service. Okay, triggered is also like a tower moment. But 16 also breaks down to a 7. Some of you guys have been seeing 777. This could also be legality. Okay, this could honestly even be about connection, relationships. All right, triggered. You are surrendering something. You see how it's like sort of like going into the water. There is some sense of surrender. Waving the white flag. Someone is so triggered that they're waving the white flag. They're waving the white flag. Surrendering to one's emotions. Oh, surrendering to how you're truly feeling. Being triggered leads to these foundations breaking down. But it leads you to feeling so much emotion, you're waving the white flag. You're feeling a lot of emotions. But this is helping you move forward. This is helping you gain emotional maturity, discipline. There's something you are surrendering. You may be finding out something very shocking about someone as well. Something is taking you by surprise. What needs to be faced by Aquarius? You're surrendering to your emotions. All right. You gave me 2 cards. Who else just had this? I believe Libra just had this. Amplify your emotions, the number 7. So you have a lot of 7s out here. You also have the number 23 breaking down into a 5. So you may have been seeing 555, 777. You have perfect setting, the number 9. So What is being faced is you are worth it in perfect setting. Some of you are dealing with an artist. You could be painting something. Some of you may paint something for someone. You may be painting a new life. Isn't it interesting how when you look at this, we're talking about, this is almost like Frankenstein. The beautiful thing about Frankenstein is that Mary Shelley, she would not have been able to write that book unless she was able to relate to the creature. Now the creature was, considered an abomination because it was manifested from a man and not a man and a woman. Right? And once it was manifested, it was not nurtured. It was not loved, it was not cherished, it was neglected, it was abused, right? And she was only able to write that narrative, that particular groundbreaking story, because she was able to relate. She was able to empathize. This is like a reflection. See, you can create, but what we create is really just a reflection of ourselves. Everything that we do and we create, we manifest, because the Holy Trinity is about manifestation, matter, and Gaia. And Gaia being the earth goddess, Gaia being the symbolization of a maternal goddess. This is also talking about realizing your own sense of divinity. Believing you are worthy of relationships, commitments, okay? This starts with your psychology, philosophy, your spirituality. What is it that you believe? I think you're a lot wiser than you used to be. I think you are much smarter, more intelligent than you used to be. I think you have grown so much, Aquarius. I mean, come on now. And when you put it all together, you get temperance. 15 plus. 15, right? And then you also have 9, 24. It's almost like when you put it all together, though. 15. Some of you have Capricorn in your chart. Because I heard Capricorn, there's a 5 plus a 9, 14 equals temperance. You're willing to learn something new. This is also a love that'll stand the test of time. You're willing to learn new spirituality techniques, maybe your beliefs. You're open to new philosophies, right? You're patient. You're cooperating. Some of you are light workers. But 5 plus 9 equals 14. You may also have Gemini, Aries, Virgo, or Scorpio in your chart. It's interesting how it's heading off into the flower. This is sort of like who you are, though, Aquarius. You don't go with the crowd. The crowd goes that way, you go that way. Aquarius does not listen to what everyone else decides to do. It's like you're being triggered to surrender even belief systems that you've carried. 16, 5, 10, 1. Magician. I'm a hustler, baby. I don't want you to know. Somebody matches like everything that you look for in a partner. This is also, you are stepping into a sense of independence. I feel like you're believing in something new. You are believing in something new. That's why the candles are lit, because your passion is ignited. You're diving into your emotions, water, energy, allowing you to express. I do feel like this is also a sense of renewal, a sense of cleansing, I feel like saying. I feel like you've been cleansing. Maybe you've been cleansing your energy, your aura. This is about as cleansed as you can freaking get. Hold on. Look at that. Here you are facing, right? Okay, maybe I should touch a little bit of emotion. Who just had this? Sagittarius. Go check out their video. They had the same energy. Where I said the star is usually this woman who is trying to take this water and bring it back to her planet, right? Instead of realizing that the water lies within her. She is the emotion. This is about getting in touch with that. This is about surrendering. Because once you touch it, once you touch it, it's going to feel good. You're going to feel cleansed. You're going to feel purified, Aquarius. You're going to feel healed. You're going to realize there's no rush. Okay? It's okay to just sit there in the water and be cleansed. It's okay to surrender to your emotions. It's okay to feel that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That is what is happening here. This is you really looking at some inner truths within yourself about your emotions. This could be something that someone is triggering within you. This could be something that's being triggered from, around you. Hell, you could be watching this video and then be like, oh my God, I'm a little triggered because some of it resonates, and that's okay. It's okay. I'll let you in on a little secret, Aquarius. With every reading, I empathize and relate to it just as much as anyone else who's never seen the video. And when I channel, I don't remember anything that I'm saying until after, when I watch with everybody else, because it's channeling in real time. None of this is prepared, scripted, written out. Whatever Spirit says is what is revealed. So we're doing this together. You're using your intuition, I'm using my intuition. Okay? We're doing this together. Surrendering to the emotions. Some of you are traveling. It's like a wave of emotion coming in. It's a wave. All right, Aquarius. What's the future for Aquarius? 7 of Pentacles. The 4 of Wands. Some of you are house shopping, moving, partying, celebrating. Cheer. What do you have for Aquarius? Magician. Ooh, I like this. I like this energy. Some of you are dealing with a scientist. You got the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So something is going to another level. It's not a page, it's a knight. Something's going to another level. Somebody could be getting proposed to, but you didn't hear from me. Congratulations. A lot of you could be celebrating a birthday party, a get-together. Okay? This could be a christening, child's birthday party. There's somebody who matches everything that you look for in a partner. This person's coming into your life. You could also be a florist. I feel like you could be a party planner. Some of you are wedding planners. Or you are a realtor. But this is about investments as well. Foundations. I love birthday cake because you can taste the celebration in every bite. Some of you are literally planning a wedding and looking at the money, the totality of it. I also saw the Wheel of Fortune wanted to come out. You're going to be getting good news from an Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Sagittarius. Okay, this can also be about travel. This is also like a long-term relationship. Something's becoming a long-term relationship if it already isn't. Now you have Strength, Venus and Leo, 7 of Wands, Mars and Leo. This is really gorgeous energy. Aquarius, this is, look at that. I said there's the Wheel of Fortune. There is the Wheel of Fortune. Strength. Some of you are well known in the public eye. You could be famous. This is a love that doesn't come around very often. This is a love you're willing to fight for. Ooh, this is deep. It's deep. It's deep. It's deep. Yeah, you could definitely, if you're single, you could literally be traveling Some of you are in school. If you're in a relationship, you could be traveling with your spouse somewhere. That's for some of you. A lot of you own your own businesses, or you have a talent that makes you a lot of money. Okay, you're the minor arcana, the Empress. You're in no rush for a relationship. You're like, if it comes into my life, then it comes into my life. If you're in a relationship, this is a very privileged relationship, very financially abundant relationship. World. Okay. Oof. You dealing with a Queen of Wands? Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio. Oof. Someone's dreaming about somebody. Could be a Cancer or a Pisces. A secret love. You know what just wanted to flip out? You want to see what it was? The Ace of Cups. Some of you are getting marriage counseling or going to counseling. The Wheel of Fortune. Look, this is a scandal. This is a scandal. This is a scandal. Yeah. A lot of you are traveling, planning travel. Somebody could be giving another person a gift as well. Some of you are dating. That's for some of you. What do you have for Aquarius, please? Yeah, and then the Four of Pentacles. Oh! High Priestess, Moon, and Virgo. I love my job. I love what I do. This is fun. This is really, really fun. All right. Sometimes I like to just look at it. Okay. So you have the Seven of Pentacles, Saturn and Taurus, Eight of Cups, Saturn and Pisces. I feel like you're moving or traveling, okay? Also leaving behind maybe past investments. Some of you are going to school or approaching retirement, vacationing even. Some of you are literally going on a vacation. You have the money to do it. You're financially stable. Your business could be successful if there is a business. Some of you are house shopping. Venus in Aries, Four of Wands, Venus in Virgo with the Knight of Pentacles. A lot of you are extremely financially abundant. Like, you're really, like, you're looking good, you're smelling good, okay, tasting good, all that, all right? But also, you're very independent. This is like Persephone energy. My ear's ringing. My left ear is ringing. This is Persephone energy, though. So Persephone was dragged down into the underworld by Hades. And she learned, like, you know, she fell in love. They fell in love, and then she went up to the, you know, earthly plane, and then we'll go back to the underworld. So we did say the Holy Trinity. Remember, we said, you know, that there is spiritual Gaia, so what you can't see, celestial Gaia, space, which you can see but can't touch, and then, oh, my nose is itching. Spirit is touching my nose. And then you have terrestrial Gaia, which is Earth. So we said that the Holy Trinity was Gaia, matter, and manifestation. This is basically what that is. A lot of you are like very just financially successful, abundant, independent, single for some of you. Okay, and if you're single, you don't mind. If you're in a relationship, it's just a very privileged relationship. Also feel like you could be relocating or moving in with someone or planning a wedding. Okay? Celebrating an anniversary. Congratulations. Wheel of Fortune, there's some really good news coming in. Aquarius, Twister, Scorpio, Sagittarius. This is like something, it could even be like a relationship or a connection becoming more long-term. This is the news you've been wanting to hear. This is taking a risk. This is also saying, listen, you gotta listen closely now. If you want what you want, you gotta take a risk to get it. Okay, this is saying like, this is some type of communication where someone is taking a risk. They're also realizing that being in a relationship doesn't mean that they're not independent. I just heard motorcycle. It doesn't mean that you're not independent. Just because you're in a relationship or you're connected to someone that you love doesn't mean that you're not independent or an individual, right? Now you have the Magician, Gemini, Aries, Virgo, Scorpio. You have the World, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, Capricorn. And you have Two of Wands, Aries, Scorpio. So, there is someone who matches everything that you look for in a partner. Okay? There's also communication coming in. This is someone who you feel like, oh my gosh, how do I meet these expectations? Some of you are in sales, communications, or you're dealing with someone who is. Okay? The Magician is also symbolizing this person just gets you. You're dealing with someone who just gets you. Okay? And something is about to be said. Where with the World, there's a clear acknowledgement that there has been a repetitive feeling of negative patterns, that there has been no closure. That, you know what, there's some things in life that you're realizing I'm leaving behind without saying goodbye. Right? The Magician, we were talking about Frankenstein. Leaving behind things that you created and you manifested, but you don't want to nurture. You don't want to take care of. It's not what you want. To go towards the ideas that you've already achieved something. You've already achieved particular ideas. You now have new ideas that you want to, go towards. Then you also have other ideas that you've been waiting to take care of or to go towards. This could be international trade, foreign exchange, travel for some of you. This is also, you may work in a job where you have to make very tough decisions. You may work for yourself, right? Some of you are making travel plans. Others of you, this is like you making a decision that there are certain things to leave behind without saying goodbye. With no closure. Because you may be choosing between people, jobs, locations, mentalities, vibrations. The moon being in Aries, this new moon in Aries is now making you look at love different. It's making you realize I am worthy of someone that does match everything that I want in a partner. There's nothing wrong with that. I actually am raising my vibration by realizing that's okay. That, it's not a relationship that I have to complain about. It's not, there's no cheating, there's no issues, there's no difficulty. That's okay. The Aquarius, you're like, this is a little too perfect, right? But because you're changing, Sagittarius, your belief system, your faith, that changes the game here. This is a love that don't come around very often, my love. They don't come around very often. Okay? You've got the Strength in Venus and Leo. And you got the Queen of Wands, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio. Examples of people with Venus and Leo. Whitney Houston, Amy Winehouse, Michael Jackson, Coco Chanel, Madonna, Jennifer Lawrence, Solange, A$AP Rocky, 50 Cent. Hell, I even have a Venus and Leo. Venus and Leo is the energy that it attracts people naturally. It'll line people up around the blocks. But people with Venus and Leo, it can also be very annoying if you do not embody the energy of self-confidence. Because if you are sitting in that energy, right, you're vibrating on that energy, or you have that in your chart, then you are someone who naturally loves oneself astrologically. Venus, love, Leo, self. These are people who just naturally love themselves. So this is also someone you can depend on. This is a relationship or a connection with someone you can truly depend on. You depend on this person. I feel like saying you're dependable, Aquarius. You're amazing. Okay? Some of you are extremely creative. You may work in dentistry or work with animals. Some of you work in the medical field. Thank you so much for your services. Thank you so much for what you do. You are greatly appreciated, regardless of what it is that you may do in that field. Okay? Queen of Wands energy is, she could be a witch. You could deal with a witch. You could be a witch. Doctor. Nurse. Okay, some of you are business owners. You run your own business. This is a woman who could sell ice to an Eskimo in the middle of Antarctica, which she know. She's too ethical for that. She's a social butterfly. Instead, she's going to teach you how to fish. rather than try to sell you fish, okay? The Queen of Wands is also someone who's very dynamic and a go-getter. She's got plenty of options. Now, if you're in a relationship, you are highly adored by your partner. Highly adored, okay? If you are single, there's a lot of people interested in you and people naturally adore you. Venus and Leo energy can also be the mob, mafia, drug pins, kingpins, drug cartels, all of that. And what is needed for those types of dynamics to run? Trust. That's just the reality of it. Let's be realistic. And it can also be the downfall of a community. It can be the rise of a community, depending on how it is utilized. But it is that type of trust dynamic that you have. You could kill somebody with this person and get away with it. That is strength. It's just the truth. Strength is about humility. It's about a sense of confidence and love for oneself. You can't take away that type of energy from someone. If you think about all the people that I just listed with, Venus and Leo, all of these people had big highs in the public, big lows in the public, but they always came out on top as individuals, as people who you would still find some sense of admiration for, because everything that they did it from their sense of passion and heart. Queen of Wands is saying do from the heart, right? Some of you guys work in prisons, institutions, asylums. You work with sports. You could be an athlete. You could be somebody who is a performer. You're seen on display. People see you. You could work with finances, taxes, loans, assets, other people's money. You could work with the occult. You could work with esoteric knowledge. You could literally be a tarot card reader, a psychic. You could be a seer. Queen of Wands, she sees the future. You could be a seer. Okay, you could be someone who works with philosophy, psychology, spirituality. You could be a poet. You could be a singer. You could be a dancer, an actor, a performer. Hell, you could even be a stripper. You could be whatever it is that you want to be. But you're seen on display, and you're like damn good when you do it. You could be a model. You could be any of these things. But this is also signifying, ooh, I love that, Aquarius. We were just talking about this in your last video. Strength. You don't get to be Queen Elizabeth, monarch, in a leadership position unless you were voted by the masses. Aquariuses can be pretty beautiful leaders. They think in ways that other people just don't see, and they are able to think of it from the perspective of how will this benefit us as a collective, as a whole. Not just me as an individual, but I must think as an individual in order to create a solution for the masses. That's why Aquarius energy is just, it's lovely. It's lovely if you are somebody who's willing to adapt. Me looking into astrology, someone who studies astrology, different things like that, or, deals with planets and these type of things just on a daily. I love all the planets in my own way. And I'm able to give, unbiased judgment because of that. But this is words are like bullets. Like trust, communication is happening here. My nose is itching from spirit. There's some kind of communication. And this is like letting go of the baggage. Sun and Capricorn, all of that is being let go. Stinginess, emotions. I can't tell you everything that I'm feeling. I can't be honest. That is all being released. Someone has now officially learned boundaries when it comes to if there was just a need to have boundaries in order to establish space for the relationship to grow without people meddling in it, getting involved in it. Boundaries have been set or someone's been blocked. But the Ace of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, this is forgiveness. Some of you are pregnant with a girl. You're giving birth to a girl in the next 11 days. Congratulations. I'm sorry if I ruined the gender. That sometimes happens when people watch my readings. You could also be having a party. Somebody could be getting proposed to. You could be starting a brand new relationship with the Ace of Cups. This can also be forgiveness. Forgiving yourself for developing new beliefs. The masses, your brother is Leo. So while Leo is self, Aquarius is masses. It is the community. It is the global collective is what we're talking about. Now the hidden energy is Moon and Virgo. We have the High Priestess. This is, psychics and tarot card readers and shamans and mediums. And this is also talking about listening to your intuition. This is also talking about a spiritual, emotional, and intellectual connection or relationship that is now being grounded into the physical reality. There's also an age difference here. But at the end of the day, what I am seeing is this is like a woman that you believe you cannot have. This is a person who's very spiritual, very in touch with the underworld, the earth, the ether, okay? Very honest. Some of you guys are seeing psychic shamans, medium seers. Some of you guys could be psychic shamans, you know, medium seers. This is also someone who preserves their body for the right relationship and commitment. Someone who's very quiet. Okay, they'll only give you advice if you ask for it, but they give you the truth. They will give you the truth. Okay? So yeah, let's get into your reading. Let's see. Very interesting. I do feel like you now know where the hell you're going. I feel like you know where you're going. There's good news coming in. Like really, really good news. Really good news. You could even be like a rapper or a singer, a musician. I mean, hell, Megan Thee Stallion, she's an Aquarius. Some of you guys could be like protesters, Seven of Wands, like you're lecturers or performers, like you have to speak for a living. Angela Davis, she was an Aquarius. She had a lot of Aquarius in her chart. Marilyn Monroe, she had Aquarius in her chart. She had Aquarius in her chart, and her moon. Princess Diana, she had moon in Aquarius. I believe Angela Davis had Gemini and Aquarius in her chart. And Megan Thee Stallion is a sun in Aquarius. Alright, let's see. What can you tell us, please? For the future for Aquarius. Capricorn. Some of you are dealing with a Capricorn or have Capricorn in your chart. Hold on. Yeah, you could be dealing with a Capricorn, or you have Capricorn in your chart. A lot of Aquariuses have Capricorn somewhere in their chart because it's really close to it. So, admirer, you have a secret admirer. Somebody. So if you're single, somebody adores you. If you're in a relationship, I feel like your spouse or your partner, your person, they check off everything that you want in a partner, and they adore you, Aquarius. They love you. Okay. All right. So you have wallflower. Hidden energy is femme fatale. Now, femme fatale is like if you're used to dating a lot of people, right? Like you go through people very quickly. Like if it just doesn't work out, you move on to the next person. You just move on quick. So the future energy is also a wallflower. Okay? You may be no longer like sitting around waiting or not having fun, not doing things. You could be going out. Okay? You could be being seen more. I see a butterfly here on the dress. It's a blue butterfly, which makes me feel like there's transformation, life being brought to the sense of lifelessness. I feel like something is being ignited within you. It could literally be your heart with the rose. It could literally be your heart. Realizing you don't want to be this anymore. Where it's like you deal with one person, doesn't work out, you move on to the next person. Right? Moving through them quickly because it's just not working. You want something real when the time is right. There is somebody who's coming in that sees that maybe you have a lot of people interested in you, and so they're coming forward with a love offer. But I honestly feel like this is also you getting in touch with your creativity, bringing life back into yourself that doesn't have to involve other people. It can just involve just you. It doesn't have to be romance, it can literally just be about what is it that you want. You sort of transforming because of that. Wow. No longer wanting to just run through people or, date a lot of people and stuff like that. It's like you're finally surrendering to your emotions. Some of you, this is like if you were running away from somebody because you were really interested in them, you're done running. Doesn't matter your gender, it's like you're done running. Yeah. Because you're now surrendering to destiny, the wheel of fortune. You're making a decision. Some of you are dealing with a Libra. Okay, so there's somebody who is trying to figure out what they're going to say. You may notice that this person takes the time to really think about what they're going to respond to you with. They're thinking about what they're going to say. Because their next decision, their next move is going to be their best move. Blending families, it could literally be about relocation. It can be about stepchildren could be involved in the situation, right? You guys both could have children from different relationships, marriages, connections, all right? You could be a single mother with the Queen of Wands or even with the Magician. Question their intentions next year. Blinded, reconciling with your ex. A lot of you are reconciling with somebody where maybe you guys, there wasn't any closure or something. You could be like coming together with someone where it was like they were trying to figure out what they were going to say, and now this person is ready for a conversation. Someone's finally ready to talk to you, okay? Decision needed. Is not on your path, next month, and destiny. So something isn't on your path, something else is. The Two of Wands is the moment where you realize one thing is for you, the other thing isn't. One thing is left out in the middle of the dust, the other thing is pursued. This could be people, this could be jobs, this could be career. Some of you are going towards somebody where there's history. There's some level of history there. But it's almost like new love. It feels like new love, though. Yeah, you are leaving someone out in the cold. Someone is getting, left out in the cold. The decision is being made. It's a Libra making this decision. Or someone who has Libra in their chart. You're reconciling with somebody. So somebody where it may have been a little inconsistent and flaky and what is going on. Be gentle. Someone where it was that type of dynamic. It was like, what's going on? It's finally getting on track. Finally moving in the right direction, Aquarius. Something else is left out in the middle of it's just left out in the cold. Purge and release. Something else is left behind. Could be a person, place, or thing. You have intimacy, abandonment. Yeah, there is something being left behind. Tired and standing, longing, balance, and reconciliation. Okay, so you are reconciling with somebody. A cat could be important here. For some of you, there was somebody, whoever's embodying that, the feline energy, feminine energy, they were used to dealing with, somebody, and then if it doesn't work out, you just move on to the next person. Next person, right? Because the High Priestess, she's fine with being alone if necessary. Rather than dealing with situations that are abusive or that don't make, her happy and stuff like that. It's almost like I see the Page of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles. There's a relationship coming. Somebody who, if you were dealing with people before that were extremely inconsistent, didn't want commitment, were abusive, narcissistic, played mind games, right? Whatever it may be. You're finally getting a really good message from someone. They could be younger than you. They could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio. And they want commitment. They could also be a Capricorn, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo. If you're in a relationship, you could be the happiest you've ever been in a relationship. And you're dealing with someone who's like Queen Midas. She may own her own business. There's definitely age difference. Someone also knows what they want out of love in a relationship, but money is going to be looking amazing. So you could be working in the military, you could work in the government, you could work with schools or children or novelty, you could be an author, okay, a poet, a writer. Some of you guys are seers or witches, okay? You could work with philosophy, psychology, spirituality, money, health, you could be a healer. All of these things. If you were dealing with someone who's used to, okay, I date someone, doesn't work out, I move on to someone else, and then I move on to someone else, or I deal with a lot of different people, I just run through them, someone is no longer like that. That's interesting. Someone's no longer like that. Now, it could also be you met someone who is not like that, and you're letting go of someone that is like that. Do you get what I'm saying? So it can go both ways. Very interesting. Huh. Yeah, I see a really good news coming in from someone, though. They're at a distance. This person could be younger. There could also be travel. It's a message of good intention. They're flirting with you. You'll notice that this person's flirting with you. Yeah, you guys could be spending some quality time together. Past life love. Your soul remembers this intense connection. Some of you have a child as well. Okay, it could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio child. Wait, the timing is not quite right. This is going to happen when the time is right. Somebody is literally preparing what they are going to say. This could have even been someone who's been avoiding talking to you or seeing your face or FaceTiming or texting or phone call, whatever. This person is trying to figure out what they're going to say because their next move is about to be their best move. It leads to a relationship. What was that? Take that as confirmation. Who just had that? Somebody else just had that. I want to say it says thank you, but the moon is in it. The moon is in this card. I kid you not. The moon is in this card. Let me show you. And there's how many stars here? 9 stars. I never paid attention to it though. Could be Virgo energy, Cancer, Pisces. I'm Aquarius. I wasn't even, wow. Yeah. So that's crazy. That could be significant to some of you. I don't know why it would be significant, but everything happens in my readings for a reason. Everything. Some of you are very thankful to have somebody in your life. Somebody's making a big decision, and it's about being aligned with them oneself. If you notice, doesn't this look like the same energy? Someone's been meditating, and they like align their chakras. Someone's also gotten over a rape, murder, crime, divorce, breakup, abuse, or abandonment, okay? But I see play hard, find time to laugh, goof off, and enjoy each other. Mastery, you've learned the spiritual lesson, and wait, the timing is not quite right. So this is going to happen at just the right time. Someone's going to surrender to their emotions. They're very nervous to do this, but they're having to go into it with, okay, I got to be positive. That if I'm going in to express how I really feel, in Aquarius, you don't like to express how you feel. But you're like, if I'm going in and I'm expressing how I really feel, I'm going to dive deep. But this is going to only happen because of quality time. You guys are going to spend time together. You guys are going to spend some time together, okay? Wow, that was really interesting energy. This is someone you've known before in past lives, okay? Somebody's also divorced. You could be divorced. Someone's also very quiet, okay? You could be dealing with someone who's naturally quiet, introverted. They're fine with being alone, okay? You could also be dealing with somebody who's very intuitive. That's for some of you. Some of you are working or dealing with someone in the medical field in the near future. Yeah, you met someone online, or you could be communicating to this person online. Okay. All right, let's see. Somebody wasn't honest with their emotions either. They weren't honest. See, they are a little inconsistent with communication, because it's almost like telling you the truth means things change. Telling you how they really feel about you, everything changes. And so that's what's happening. Someone's finally like telling like how they really feel. They have not been completely honest, because they knew if they were completely honest, one cycle will end and something new will begin. That means, you know, something gets kicked out, something gets pushed to the side, and something else begins. Something has to take up that space. Responsible, quiet, honest, unfaithful, divorced, sexy, motivated, good communicator, liar, fun, sophisticated, and meeting online. Okay, so there could be an absentee father here, or paternity issue, someone who's not the father, someone's child, or someone who's in a relationship, a marriage, or a commitment, and stepped out of that relationship, marriage, or commitment. It was an Aries or a Scorpio. Okay? So they could have Aries or Scorpio in their Uranus, all right? Or they have Aquarius in their Mars or Pluto. But they cheated or something like that before, okay? Or this is something that you're finding out for some of you. Others of you, this person's going through some type of rape, murder, crime, divorce, breakup from, then you have the Ten of Cups, Ten of Swords, Ace of Swords. They're going through some type of messy breakup. Could be with their baby's mother. For some of you, it's with their baby's mother. I see a lot of people are falling in love with you. There's good news coming in a relationship, though. Okay? So, for some of you, you got rid of somebody, someone who cheated, okay? And others of you, if someone cheated on you, you kept it a secret. You kept it a secret if somebody cheated on you. You also could have gotten rid of somebody where the relationship never actualized into the physical reality, and decided to pursue a relationship or a connection with somebody who could be younger, and it leads you to a relationship or a connection where you're the happiest you could ever been. So take it as it resonates. You could have gotten rid of somebody, or you could like know this about someone you're in a relationship with. Just take it as it resonates. Okay, let's look at celebrity. All right, let's see. Yeah, that's very interesting. Some of you severed ties. A lot of you severed ties with somebody where it was someone was cheating, or they weren't faithful, or they would abandon you. They would abandon you in your time in need. They could be an Aries or a Scorpio. They were playing a lot of mind games. Venus and Aquarius, right? They were playing a lot of mind games. If someone's also been inconsistent with communication with you, it's because they're going through some kind of rape, murder, crime, divorce, or a breakup. Or they're severing ties with other people to make space for the connection with you. They've had to abandon people in order to make space for this relationship. Your life purpose and career. You have Capricorn. I use the number 22. Why do I feel like you had the number 22 already? But I don't see it out here. It's actually not out here. Let me see. Yeah, I don't think it's out here. All right, you have Capricorn I use, which can break down into, of course, Aries, Scorpio, also Cancer. Your life purpose and career may literally involve war. Some of you are in the government, or you're in the military. Some of you are famous. Others of you work with children, novelty, schools. You may literally work with, like, what's that called? Weapons, okay? Like war weapons. Weaponry, I think that's what it's called, right? You know who else got unfaithful? Scorpio got unfaithful. I believe Scorpio got unfaithful. So someone could really have an Aquarius in their, they could have like Aquarius in their Pluto or their Mars. They could also have, they could have Aquarius in their Pluto or Mars, or Aries or Scorpio in their Uranus. But a lot of you are meant to work with athletes, finances, taxes, loans, assets, other people's money, karma. You know, Capricorn is about karma. Karma, dharma. That's the hidden energy, because what you have is Pisces. This is about prisons, institutions, and asylums. Pisces, this is also breaking down into the Magician, Gemini, Aries, Virgo, Scorpio. You could be meant to work in sales, communications, work with schools, work in your neighborhood, work with health, healing. Okay, you could be meant to work as some kind of healer. But Pisces is about, the harlot. It's the whore of the zodiac. It can be considered, those that overdose, drug addicts, prostitutes. It can be loving high risk. Pisces love high risk. It can literally be taken to that extent, because the opposite of that is Virgo, which is health. Pisces is more so of illusion and sacrifice, right? Some of you are meant to work in, as a mystic, a psychic, a shaman, or work in prisons, institutions, and asylums. Work helping heal people who are going through some form of addiction, illusion, mental, psychological, and emotional problems for some of you, okay? Some of you are meant to work for yourself. But the sacrifice of the karma, walking away. You help people learn how to take authority to walk away from the karma that they have carried in past lives. So when I say that, this could be any type of karma. That can be maybe in their past life they died of diabetes because they ate too much sugar and they weren't eating healthy. And on this lifetime, you are now able to, work in a field where you are able to inform people about diabetes. You are able to help make meal plans for people and monitor what it is that they need to eat in order to, heal. You may be helping people get rid of some type of past life karma that could literally relate to the mind. Some of you work with brains, neurologists. Some of you work with sexual organs. You could be a pediatrician. Some of you work with children. Some of you literally work as a gynecologist. Some of you work in the military as like a nurse or a doctor or a surgeon. Somebody works in, what is that called? It's like when you get shipped out and you do trauma surgeon. Someone's a trauma surgeon. Somebody also works with hair, skin, nails, teeth, beauty. Capricorn is very much so hair, skin, nails, teeth. It's very aesthetic-like, right? Walking away. Some of you work in travel. Sacrifice the illusion that they don't. You help people sacrifice the illusion that they don't have all the tools necessary to take authority of their own. Aquarius, you were about to say own damn life, but I wasn't about to put that. But that's just what I heard. Like, sometimes I'm really channeling the sign. Capricorn can also be how you're publicly recognized. So, hear me out. Once you believe in what it is that you believe, Sagittarius, you get to Capricorn. And Capricorn is about 50s, 60s, how are you recognized by people? What are you leaving behind? And when you get to Aquarius, that's where you rebel from what you maybe always believed. And then you get to Pisces, and that's complete surrender. Typically death, and you're reincarnated into Aries. Then you're born again. And this could literally be the psychological, emotional process that you are going through, or you help other people go through. Because Aquarius can also be considered star seeds, right? The first story of man and woman was not Adam and Eve, but it was Lemuria and Atlantis. We are divine. You help people release the need to believe that they need to continuously sacrifice and atone for one's sins simply because they have karma from past lives. It's okay to be imperfect. Because this is all about, I must hang on a cross and go through trials and tribulations in order to receive goodness and grace and to atone for one's sins. But this is about realizing we are no longer in the Piscean age. We now realize we are divine beings, and as above, so below. So if it's pretty fucked up down here, it's probably fucked up wherever else it may be up there. If I'm imperfect, you're imperfect too. I'm made in the mirror image of you. We are all God incarnated in carbon matter. Because the Holy Trinity is what? Gaia, matter, and manifestation. Realizing you're a divine being. You help people realize that they are a divine being. This is pretty beautiful. I like this for you though. Let's get your advice. You may be being kinder to people as well. A lot of you have let go of a past, any past exes, spouses, relationships, people who cheated or would do anything it takes to win, could have been abusive. You let that all go. What's the advice for career and my purpose? He was a Capricorn, and I believe he had Pisces in his chart. I believe he also had Gemini and Aquarius in his chart. Truth is like the sun. You can shut it out for a time, but it ain't going away. Elvis Presley. Cancer, Aquarius, Virgo, Scorpio, Pisces, Aries, Cancer, Aquarius, Gemini, Virgo. No matter what they ask, always say yes. You can learn later. Natalie Wood. Virgo, Scorpio, Cancer, Aquarius, Taurus, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Cancer, Aquarius, Gemini, Virgo. That's what I'm seeing. Could also be Sagittarius. I see a lot of Sagittarius out here as well. When it comes to your career, the sun is about doing what you love. It's about having a job that you really, 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 really love. And some of you, you could be starting a feminine job that you really love. Something that's about beauty of some kind, okay? Or fame. You're meant to be seen. But this is saying that the truth is like the sun. It's going to rise and shine regardless if you're ready to hear it or not. No matter how you try to shut out the enlightenment or the illumination of what would really make you happy regarding your career, you're always going to be drawn to having to do what really does fulfill you and make you happy. So you can't avoid that. It may be unique. It may be different, but it's you. And those that love you will truly accept you for what you do. And you may have never done it before, but by golly, you're going to say yes anyways, because you can always learn. This is an opportunity that you're meant to take. This is following your truth. What's underneath that is truth is powerful and it prevails. Sojourning truth. The truth. This could even be just named the truth. This is the truth. And it's like biting bullets. Somebody could be telling the truth about how they feel emotionally. Finally. Because they're like, okay, I dig into my emotions. This is how I really feel. Maybe someone is used to people abandoning them and not treating them the right way and all these different things. And now somebody, has come into your life and you can truly depend on this person to be there as your rock. Okay? Let's get you cartomancy. This is a love that does not come around very often. Let's see what we have for Aquarius. The fire has been ignited, the bonfire. This also feels like Kundalini. Didn't I say a fire? There could literally be a natural disaster that happens here. Or this is you burning down the old foundations and reuniting with somebody. Reunion. I feel like you're reuniting with someone. You're coming together with somebody. And everything else is burning down. This can be other connections, relationships, whatever. Everything is burning down. Everything is burning down. You could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio. But you have a union here, so you're coming together with somebody. And this person truly appreciates how unique you think, how you feel. They appreciate that about you, Aquarius. It is very unique. Aquarius is a very misunderstood sign. Let's get... Oh my gosh. What is up with this card today? I've been noticing that all day today with this card. Okay. Let's get this. Okay, what energy will Aquarius be embodying in the future? What energy will Aquarius be embodying in the future? Woo! You know what Dolly Parton? Dolly Parton is a moon in Virgo. She's lit. Some examples of people who have a moon in Virgo. Aaliyah, Jada Pinkett Smith, Prince Williams, and Kate Middleton. They both have a moon in Virgo. DMX, he had a moon in Virgo. Who else has a moon in Virgo? Moon in Virgo is a pretty unique. Nicki Minaj, she has a moon in Virgo. The Queen of Pentacles, though, you could be dealing with a Capricorn, Sagittarius, Taurus, or a Virgo. Now, the Queen of Pentacles, in this deck, the energy that you're embodying in the future is, what I love about Dolly Parton is, and underneath that you have Jupiter in Leo. Okay, so you have Otis Redding, and you had Aretha Franklin. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, could be Pisces. You can be famous. The future energy you're embodying is literally like being seen on display. Everybody can see you. You have a lot of different options. Everything you touch turns to gold. If you're in a relationship, you could be very traditional in a relationship, very faithful. You could be somebody who's very consistent. You know, they can depend on you, that the relationship and the connection and the emotions aren't going to change overnight. And you're not going to just change up your whole life overnight. Like, you're very consistent. But somebody's famous with the Six of Wands, Jupiter and Leo, and then the Aretha Franklin. You know, that's almost like the energy of the song. It's like that song by Rico Nasty, Big Dick Energy. It's like the feminine energy has sort of stepped into one's power. Yeah, Aretha Franklin. But Queen of Pentacles. You could literally own your own business. You could work in the military. You could work in philosophy, psychology, spirituality, healing. You could be a nurse, a doctor. You could work with money, finances, taxes, loans, assets, other people's money, or even just be an entrepreneur. Yeah. A lot of times, she was made fun of, and it was like, oh, do you know that people make fun of you for the way you look with your big hair and your big earrings, and, you know, you wear these different outfits, and, you know, you show your body, and you're really cute or whatever. Do you know all of that? That it's harder for us to respect you because you're unique. And she says, I dress like this on purpose. They're like, do you know that people make fun of you? And she's like, yeah, I know. I know about that. Who cares? I'm doing what I love to do. Following one's passion. That's why it's red. Following one's passion. Now, with the Three of Pentacles, Mars and Capricorn, you could be learning something, teaching something. This is Neo Young. So a lot of you guys could be in school. You could be meeting someone at work or at school. So that's for some of you. Let's use this deck. You could be working with another person and the divine to have a successful relationship. Someone's also going to be showing you off. Some of you are really dealing with somebody who's like, well, no, they're famous. Like, they're in the spotlight. And you know, the thing about Dolly Parton is she has been married for years. And she keeps her, you know, relationship actually intact by keeping a lot of it private. You're dealing with somebody who could be in the entertainment industry. They may work on camera. Or they may be just well known, very popular. People love to say that they know you, okay, Aquarius? People love to say that they know you. I feel like you could be famous. Everything you touch turns to gold. Quill, get back to the basics, and butterfly, change for the better. Could be dealing with a Scorpio, Leo, Virgo, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Pisces, Aries, Cancer, Aquarius. This is very unique, though. This is also about reminding you, be your authentic self. Be your authentic self, okay? So you have fire, you can be doing an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio. Strong emotion, passionate lover, hate, and fair woman. Dealing with a relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. Okay, some of you are dealing with somebody, sunrise. New creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. You could be dealing with someone who has light hair. Okay? Someone could literally have light hair or light features. Okay? Like maybe complexion, there could be something lighter. Let's see. Let's use this deck. Alright, what do you have for Aquarius, please? Aquarius's future, please. Aquarius's future. Red flags, caution, beware, toxic, warnings, danger. You could literally be getting rid of, I feel like you're getting rid of a masculine energy. You could be getting rid of a masculine energy. Because I see that you're heading in towards something brand new. This could literally be a brand new relationship, brand new home. I feel like someone could have just I feel like you know this person. Yeah, religious. I feel like you know this person. I just saw an orb to the left of me. I thought it was one of my dogs, and I had to remind myself my dogs are not in here. The red flags with the world in reverse. So someone's trying to figure out what it is that they want to say. You've gotten rid of other energies that are manipulative or play mind games or are abusive. You've gotten rid of those. You have would you accept, apology, romantic gestures, offers, higher commitment. Someone wants to apologize. Would you accept their apology? Oh, goodness, Aquarius. Would you accept? They have a rose for you and all this. Okay. It looks like someone is coming forward to say, do you accept, their love, the flirting, a higher sense of commitment. Someone wants to take things to another level. So the red flags, I feel like you now recognize red flags. If you saw any red flags with somebody, you cut it out. Rather that was somebody who wanted to have their cake and eat it too, wanted to have 50 million different people, didn't want to commit, was playing mind games, was abusive, whatever. Wanted to dominate a relationship rather than have it be mutual. You cut them out in order to make room for this, okay? Hermit, introspection, meditation, relaxation. Something about the heat. So the desert, this could be Arizona, Nevada, Texas, anything with a cactus, from Mexico for some of you. Religious, faith, vows, church, practice, holy worship, sacred. So somebody could actually be religious. Okay, you could be dealing with somebody who's actually religious. They could be a Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, Aries. Would you accept? Some of you is a Leo, a Virgo. Wow. Okay. This is a really good reading, Aquarius. I do see you got rid of someone, though. You did, and it could even be like, you could have cut someone out that would abandon you. Like they would just leave you out in the cold, or they don't value how you feel. They don't consider your emotions. You're surrendering to your own emotions that maybe sometimes you put other people's emotions first, right? Like how that person feels, but how did it make you feel, right? So now you're surrendering to how did that really make you feel, and that allows you to have the opportunity to feel, to move forward, to make better decisions for yourself, to realize you are worthy of love, that you don't have to settle and you're not going to settle, right? For just anything. Worthy. And Shmoney, are you dealing with a Libra? She has a sun in Libra, moon in Aries. You are currently having a new moon in Aries. Shmoney. Affirm your status as a money magnet and align your thoughts accordingly. Money is simply an energy, therefore you always have the opportunity to match that vibration. Know you're deserving of your material desires. So if you want to spend some shmoney, spend some shmoney. Okay? Go ahead. Go for it. Make wise investments. Worthy. A lot of you are investing in school, work, or your retirement. You are worthy of all your desires. No matter what you've experienced in the past, you're deserving of love, happiness, and whatever your definition of success may be. Okay, you are worthy of love, Aquarius. You're worthy of abundance, joy. All of these amazing things. Money. You know, in order to obtain that money, she was very honest and blunt about how she made it. And money goes where it is appreciated, where it is loved. So whatever vibration you give towards money, right, that you appreciate, you take care of it, that you deserve it, you're worthy of it, Taurus energy, right? That's how you'll attract it. You'll attract it by knowing you're of value, right? Like attracts like. So if money has value, I'm only going to attract it if I know I'm valuable. Same goes for love, right? Ooh, something just spit out. Something just spit out. The path. Compass, authenticity, and evolution. Somebody else just had compass. She actually has like an astrology bow. It's almost like the archer, right? Awakening is nothing more than authenticity. Ooh, that's deep. Many have trouble being honest with themselves about where they are on the path because of an image imprinted on them to act, think, feel, and speak, only in ways that reflect an illusion of what awakened and authentic is. They feel obligated to only be love and want you to suppress your true emotions and feel obligated to. This is about saying if you feel bad, feel bad. You feel sad, feel sad. You feel good, feel good. What is it that you feel? Feel it. Because triggered means you didn't expect to feel it. Bang, bang, bang. You did not expect for this to happen. You know, it's something that feels like it nearly kills you until you realize it's not a real gun. But it makes you surrender. It makes you become more realistic about how you're feeling, right? A lot of times people think spirituality is love and light. Spirituality is admitting that life was not created for you to be happy and joyous and da-da. If you're able to find that, great. The truth is life was meant for you to experience, because if you can experience it, you will take these memories, these experiences into the next lifetime with you, and you will be able to help heal people with what you learn from these experiences. There's nothing wrong with feeling how you feel, because that will allow you to empathize with people when the time comes for how are they feeling in that moment. So say you didn't treat somebody right. You would abandon them in their time of need, ghosts, different things like that. How would that make you feel if you were in that position? Now realize that was how you made that person feel. You will never understand what another person feels. You'll be able to understand it. But you will be able to understand from your own point of view that what was done wasn't, something that feels very good. It's not that there needs to be improvement, that there needs to be more effort made, right? They feel obligated to only be loved and want you to suppress your true emotions and feel obligated to. Though enlightenment cannot be forced or faked. If you feel numb, self-centered, sad, bitter, angry, and so on, that is okay. And if you're honest with yourself and others about that, then you will open up enough to see what you perceived as something shameful was not at all. And love will naturally fill the newly cleared space as you made more room for your true self to come home. So it's like coming home to yourself is really about being realistic with how something makes you feel. Love or enlightenment is a natural result of authenticity, as it gives us the ability to see what is blocking out love. So a person authentic in their darkness is much further on the path already than someone stuck in the obligation of being the light. This is almost how, like, money, what does money do? Money only amplifies who a person is. If you think about it, it's much further on the path. Sometimes we think that there is something about people, places, and things that are able to contribute to us being on our path, right? Or us being able to see the way on our path. But the truth is, it's really about us and how we see ourselves. It's not about embodying the light for others. It's really about the light within you that you are experiencing and being able to feel, being able to embody, being able to embrace and experience in order to shed light by being your authentic self, your true self, because you shine the brightest when you're being you. Authentic souls can be okay with where they are because they know where they're going. We can't find our way home unless we are able to see the roots and obstacles blocking our path towards the light so we can clear them. Spiritual ego thinks it is already at the destination when it is only going in circles. A spirit walking the path of authenticity clears the mist. It is always guided and always finds their true north because of their ability to admit when they're lost, not by pretending they are found. Love is the path, authenticity, our compass. Let me show you this way. So it's not about pretending you have it all together. It's not. It's about being able to admit when you have to surrender that maybe you don't have it all together or all figured out. That you're still learning. You're still learning new ways to communicate. You're still learning new patterns and new developments, new ways of having boundaries, new ways to unleash baggage and be emotionally available to another individual. And that's okay. Sometimes we think that awaken means you have to be completely healed. And I said this to take that as confirmation. That's one of my dogs. I said this earlier today, where I said it's a myth that people feel like you have to be completely healed to love another person. No, you don't. Every day there's going to be something new to heal. As long as you're willing to work on that baggage and continuously progress as an individual, as an evolved soul, as somebody who is a complete person within themselves and doesn't need another person to complete them. Because codependency all strives from the need for survival. As long as you are working on oneself and you are not giving up your individuality, your authenticity, to become a part of a herd mentality, to follow the sheep, or to pretend like you are with everyone else when you really think something else. This is about being you. This is about thinking about how do you feel? How do you emotionally feel, Aquarius? Because awakening is not about the illusion. This is an illusion. None of this is real. None of this. None of this is real. True awakening is when we're able to say it's okay that I am not perfect. That there is more to learn, Sagittarius energy. There's always more to learn. You just got to be willing to learn it. You got to be willing to learn it. Wow. This is actually pretty deep. I like this. It's being triggered to surrender. Surrendering to the awakening means surrendering one's desires for what you think that you need, when the truth is you have everything that you already need, or else you would already have it. So this is pretty big, where you're also realizing if I want something, I have to be willing to take the risk to go after there and get it. So someone's now taking the risk to go after there and go get what they want. They're no longer hanging back and thinking that the universe is just going to move the wheel for them. No, what does a wheel of fortune literally look like? Look. Think about this. If she's not moving and the knives are going, there is no risk to this. It's not exciting. So now, someone's realizing if I want progress, if I want movement, if I want my life to change, if I want to get a good result, anything amazing, I need to turn the wheel my damn self. Okay, so someone's turning the wheel. In order to receive abundance, you must turn the wheel. You must be willing to take a risk that maybe you'll lose, maybe you'll win, but God damn it, you're going after it anyways. Okay? If I fail, if I succeed, at least I'll live as I believe. The greatest love of all, Whitney Houston. The greatest love of all. She had a Venus in Leo, Mars in Libra, Sun in, I want to say she was in Aries. I really do want to say she was in Aries. I'm pretty sure she was. But, yeah. This is about you realizing that within yourself. And the feminine energy is being awakened with the moon in Aries. A lot of women with moon in Aries are not respected. Okay? Rihanna, she has a moon in Aries. Sade, who else had a moon in Aries that I was thinking about today? Cardi B, our vice president of the United States. All these people have a moon in Aries. It's not respected by society because it involves the masculine energy being honored. It involves women being able to be an alpha male and take authority over their own life. It involves us feeling empowered. It involves a new life, a new year. It involves a new us being born. Wow, that's sort of deep. A new us. So your overall solution is that realizing awakening looks different for everybody. Maybe looking different for you, right? It doesn't have to be I'm okay all the time. That means I'm awakened. No. Awakening is about awakening that sometimes we have negative patterns. Sometimes we don't have it all together. Sometimes there are things that need improvement, right? And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It just means that we're human. And those that love you will always accept you for you being you. And encourage you to be the best you that you can possibly be. No better number under the sun than yours today at 31. No matter what your business be, inherent in you lies the power to please historically, to fame and power rise. You will soon receive important news that will change your residence. You will get your wish. For some of you, this is a realtor telling you that you get the house. Okay, you get your dream house, or your dream house is available. You find your dream house, or something about a house. Congratulations. You may even have a nice backyard or a get-together, a party about this. Okay, this can even be a wedding. Okay, so I'll allow you 10 seconds to figure out what it is that you want to ask. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. You have your question? Great. Some of you have been seeing the number 22 a lot. This means building something, but ethically and morally. Okay? All right. Aquarius. All right. Ask your question. Oh my God. Your answer is no. The answer came out no. Let me show you. Right? It's no. So whatever your question was, the answer is no. All right? Whew. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. And yeah, I feel like you cut someone out who abandons you in your time of need. And something new is being brought into your life. It's the damn Ace of Cups. This is also going to be an emotionally, spiritually, and intellectually stimulating connection. Very passionate, beautiful communication, connection. Very nurturing, very grounded, okay? So that's what I got for you, Aquarius. If you felt intuitively got to watch this reading, it's for you. And go ahead and check out my services available in the description box. Later, Aquarius.